Shabbat Shalom. Many of the 74 mitzvot in Tetzei make us uncomfortable. And the one I'm going to talk about today is no exception. If a man takes a wife and she does a devar miguneh, something that he views as obnoxious, then he's able to write a writ of divorce, a get, and give it to her. I know it's a patriarchal society. If she marries someone else and then divorces or gets divorced from that man, she cannot remarry the first, as she cannot be defiled. It's viewed as tum'ah, and that it would literally defile the land. Interestingly, if she had not married someone else in the interim, she could get remarried to her original husband. I actually did a wedding on Center Island to a couple that met this, where a get had been given, but neither had been remarried. And I married them at the husband's house, which was right next to Billy Joel's house on Center Island, of which I just read an article that everyone's moving to Florida from his neighborhood there. But I digress. The bottom line is, how do we deal with this in this society when we don't believe that relations with another defiles someone, or that the land can be defiled by our behavior? And the way that I understand it for us today is that maybe this principle, just like a coin with divorcee, marrying a divorcee, needs to be uprooted from the Torah. We need to understand from an egalitarian lens that a couple who has a loving relationship, regardless of gender, that we need to embrace it, that we need to not just accept it as it is, but understand it as it is. And that maybe if someone is, God forbid, abusing or doing something wrong, that would lead to defilement, definitely of one of God's creations. But that we don't understand things in the way that it's explained in Parshat Ki Tetzei, that my relationship with someone could actually lead to defiling the land. But I welcome other interpretations of this. This is a difficult portion. I'm going to talk this Shabbat about the rebellious son. We have also polygamy in this portion. We've got a lot of things that might make us uncomfortable in the modern age, and I generally prefer reinterpretation. But on this particular point, I don't see where it has its place today in the Jewish canon. Although those who want a third temple certainly would say that it does, and that we need to keep people from violating the Torah, because that can defile the land. Shabbat Shalom.